This video is a small final compilation of my thoughts from my last Oyasumi Punpun live stream about the characters and the premise. I finally decided to drop the series because the more I read of this, the more upset I get. And it would be disrespectful for viewers who really enjoy Punpun and want to see someone react to the manga that they love. I cannot lie to you, and you're probably not enjoying someone who's not enjoying what you enjoy, so I'm not going to put my viewers through this.
God. I'm so done with these people over-dramatizing their lives. There's nothing happening. Nothing's happening, don't worry. Why are you making an entire theater play out of nothing? Oh my god. I mean, I understand why Punpun is like that. He's a deeply troubled kid. But I also feel like every character is doing that. Not just a teenager. Every character is saying and thinking and doing the same shit. Regardless of their age or gender or whatever. It feels like it's just one person inhabiting different bodies and acting in this manga. You even see that in the art style. Like, specific characters, like their designs, they appear over and over again. Because they're the same person, just appearing at different times in different places, even three of them at the same time in the same panel. It's because everyone's the fucking same here. Everyone, every character is the fucking same. It's the same character. Just copy-pasted and then made up a little bit. Punpun was sure he'd regret for the rest of his life letting Kamuy go home alone in the rain. You don't need to. Man, more disappointments await you. Punpun, just wait until you're like, I don't know, 30 or something. You're gonna amass so many disappointments, you're not even gonna be able to, remember the specifics, or even remember how many there are. It's just you get fucking used to it, and everyone does. Everyone lives with disappointment in their heart. You just get used to it. You toughen up on it. Spew. He has real issues. That is not a normal way to deal with sadness. To just jack off. That is not good. Jacking off should be a response to being aroused by something erotic. It should not be a response to something sad or angering or frustrating or depressing. That's not good. You need therapy as soon as possible, before it's too late. Because today he might be jacking off all naked in the rain in the middle of the night on a playground. And tomorrow he might be a fucking serial killer or whatever. I don't know. But you need to have to learn, if you don't have the proper responses, you need to professionally be guided into reacting properly to specific scenarios in your life. If you can't do that, you're gonna have a hard time living and being a harmless member of society. Just saying. Please learn the appropriate responses to your emotions. Because jacking off when you're sad and crying is not the right thing. I am not blaming him. I am saying that I'm worried about him. Are you sure to look okay? Old ladies aggressively trying to look young is painful, you know? Who the fuck are you to say that to someone? Not at all. You could say you're in your 20s and people would totally believe you. Oh, okay. So she said that. Punpun's mom said that. Like, are you sure you want to give me this fresh, young, fit, fancy hairstyle? I'm old and don't suit it. And she's like, no, ma'am. Beauty has no age. Do whatever you want. Okay, then, if you were going to give a gift to a young man, if you were going to give a gift to a young man, do you think sweets are better than flowers? Don't give him fucking flowers. Don't give him anything, bitch. He's just a former friend of your son's. He's just an acquaintance from the hospital. He's 20 years young. 20? 20 to 25 years younger than you. He has a girlfriend. He's a minor. Why are you still acting like you have a chance and like you deserve a chance? That is so problematic. Why is everyone a fucking pedophile in this manga? Yuichi, Midori, Punpun's mom, I don't know who else. Everyone seems to be a pedophile here. Every adult that we get to know here seems to be a fucking pedophile. Oh yeah, and let's not forget his dad when he was at the park and watching the middle school girls run around. Fucking disgusting and disturbing. Look at you turning cougar already. Oh, ma'am, you have no idea that she's talking about a high schooler. Silly, it's just a what if. I don't want to read this manga, to be honest. To be honest, I want to drop it after this volume. I gave it 3 omnibus volumes. And I never miss it whenever I don't stream and don't read. Like, I'm not looking forward to reading it. I mean, of course not. It's a very depressing manga. You would be very... I mean, you could have a craving for a depressing manga, and that's okay. I'm not one of them. And also, it's not something I'm into. Usually when I read slice of life, which I count Punpun into, I read the comedy and romance type of slice of life. I don't need depression. I don't like any character. There's nothing redeeming about the story or the characters to me. Nothing that keeps me cling to that one positive thing so I can keep walking through the mud. Nothing. So I think I'm gonna drop it. It's not because I'm reminded of myself and this is making me so unstable and relive my own traumas or anything. It's making me too sad. No, it's just too bleak. It's just bleak. There's just lows. There is no highs in this manga. Nothing. No, not a tiniest bit of a redeeming thing. Like when you read, you're like, I can cling on to this. This is a reward when I read. Because this is giving me a glimmer of hope that there's more to the story, that it's multifaceted. It's not multifaceted. I'm sorry, Punpun is not a multifaceted story. It has just one facet, and that facet is bleak. And I don't like that. It's not my type, is what I'm saying. I understand if it's yours. We all have to, like, I read comedy and romance slice of life. That's not up a lot of people's alleys, but it is up mine. I love that. When I can just watch, I don't know, people play with cats in a manga. And I read it weekly or monthly. That's something that I like. Other people like something that perhaps they can relate to that's kind of sad or that reminds them of one specific part of their own life story. I don't relate. Not really. And all the characters are the same type of bad. There's no reward whenever I read this story. I never look forward to it. I never miss it, you know? I miss the other manga that we're reading. Except Uzumaki too, it's like up. I read it, but I also, after I finish it, it's not like my life was enriched in any way. I didn't have to read it. I could have gone my entire life without reading Uzumaki and I'd be just the same person. No, that's not true. Some things were disturbing in an aesthetic way, like deeply psychological things that I'm scared of, like pregnancy and mushrooms. So I'm forever gonna be grateful for that traumatizing chapter. Everything else is like, okay, I mean, didn't quite hit the mark with me, but that one chapter did. And it's just an assortment of chapters of like short stories set within the same village with the same characters. And one chapter is for this type of audience or reader. This chapter is meant to traumatize this type of person. So that's okay. It did what it wanted to do. One chapter did really deeply hit me. And I like that. But with Punpun, the only scene that I will forever remember is that one scene when there were children and running and looking up the sky, and the sky was full of stars. That was when they were at the factory. And then running away from the man on the roof, and things were burning or whatever, and they held each other's hands, and they were running. That was a very beautiful page. A very beautiful spread. I think it was a double page spread. I'll forever remember this and cherish this one moment, because that was the only beautiful moment in the story. And from then on, it was just, going down. So yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't read the comments. Let me just see. It's just not for you, I guess. Yeah, it's also not an insult that it's not for me, or that I'm looking down on people who it is for. Like that's not what it is. As I said, I like stuff that other people don't like. Punpun just isn't for me. I see the appeal. Just like when I see a specific person and I hear other people call them beautiful, but they're not my type, I can see why they're saying that. I can see that person's appeal, but that appeal is not directed at me. So yeah, I understand why it's a cult classic, Oyasumi Punpun, why it's hit so many people deep into their soul. I understand it. It's not doing that for me, though. So that's why I'm gonna drop it. Like, it's doing nothing for me. You need a healthy mental state to get through this manga. Cancel Punpun and start JoJo instead. I mean, once Uzumaki is done, I'm gonna start JoJo anyway. As a seinen enjoyer, Goodnight Punpun is hardcore level. Oh my god. As a seinen enjoyer, I'm a man of taste. I am someone who drinks brandy and a specific type of wine, and this is quite to my taste as a seinen enjoyer. Okay. case you can, skim through it and check out the ending. The ending makes the entire journey really beautiful, for me at least. Oh yeah, I second this. The ending is amazing. This is it for our journey with Punpun on this channel. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Have a nice day, evening, or night wherever you are. Goodnight Punpun is dropped. Thank you. Goodbye.